No pukesters helping me to the left, and no pukesters helping me to the right. Didn't need them then, don't need them now.
You are the ex-champion, Olin.
Now this is the way, Tony and David, that you do the figure four leg lock.
Coming at you live from Cousin Tyrone's basement.
And I am here in King Gunther's guest room. We made it very clear last night. There are no shenanigans. We respect Punk as an opponent, but we're going to end his career like we did the overrated Bill Goldberg's as well. So, hello, everyone.
Welcome to the Figure Four Podcast, episode number 51. And before we hit the record button, we were both like, bro, it kind of was a bland Monday Night Raw, kind of a bland Friday Night SmackDown. But we're going to try to keep this episode not bland.
Blanderoni. That's what it was.
Yo, remember the Rice-A-Roni commercials?
Yeah. Rice-A-Roni, San Francisco's treat, something like that.
San Francisco treat.
I still eat Rice-A-Roni.
Really?
Hell yeah.
You don't just make your own rice?
Yeah, I mean, we do our own rice too, but like Rice-A-Roni rice, like with the little seasoning packet.
Are you still doing Hamburger Helper too?
No. I've actually never done Hamburger Helper.
Really?
Yeah, that was never a thing.
I thought that was a Magna staple.
No, not in my house.
All right. What do you want to start, man?
I don't know. Like you said, we were talking and it was like, well, what is a serious takeaway that we have like that is worth talking about? And I think the most interesting thing, and it may not be what people would want to start a wrestling podcast with, but I want to talk about the two tag divisions and the two number one contenders for both tag titles. So on SmackDown, Andrade and Dragon Lee win, which isn't necessarily like a weird thing, but they are a newer tag team together, right? So they'll go up against the Wyatts, which, again, y'all, if you listen to this podcast ever, you know how I feel about that situation. And then
Hold on.
Huh?
You know what's funny? You just mentioned the Wyatts. And Tavian, my almost 12-year-old, he's like, Dad, I really wish AEW would invade the WWE. And I was like, never will happen.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say never unless TKO buys them, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, man, how cool would it be if Swerve was a part of the Wyatt Six? Like, that would be sick.
That'd be weird.
That would be dope, man. I mean, Swerve is all about taking. He can enhance the Wyatt Six. He's taking staples. He's taking.
Oh, you mean in that sense, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, he can make the Wyatt Six dangerous again.
I don't know. I don't know if anyone can.
Nobody. They you can't save them.
No, they're very just watered down weirdos at this point. Raw. So yesterday I had to be transparent with our listeners and viewers. I had to go out last night with my vice president at my job, and so I didn't get to watch Raw live, but I did see beforehand they were announcing the matches, and I sent Dre, a screenshot of the tag match, and it was New Day, American Alpha, and the Creed brothers. American Made. What were they? Oh, Alpha Academy before. See?
You went to 3 different names.
That's how interesting they are. And they should be interesting, but I digress. And then there were just 2 guys at the bottom, and I was like, who the hell are those guys? So I sent it to you, didn't even say anything, because I wanted to see what your response would be. And you wrote, who?
Well, the graphic looked weird. It looked like Chat GPT just kind of made the graphic. And of course, hindsight, I'm like, oh, of course, it's LWO. It's I forget their names, but not Del Rey. Anyway, yeah, no. They picked bad pictures for those guys. So I'm thinking whoever in creative in the art graphic department maybe lost the LWO file. And they needed a screenshot or something. I don't know. Yeah. It was pretty bad graphic.
Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde.
Yeah, see, I was close.
And Dragon
Proves
Lee
that you
was
told me.
supposed to be a part of the LWO, right? Like previously, but now he's on. So, anyways, they win, which was like a really big surprise for me. So they'll take on the Judgment Day, but I think that's where I want to start. Like, do we just need to unite the tag titles again? Can we just have one tag team champion and just they can go from show to show?
But what are they gonna do even then? It's a division problem. It's not a who holds the belt title
I don't know. I
problem.
don't know if it is. I think you have good tag teams, but with the two shows, they're so. I mean, it's kind of watered down. Because some tag teams have to stay on Raw, some have to stay on SmackDown, and I would outside of the Judgment Day, I would say the tag division on Raw is much worse than the tag division on SmackDown, and maybe that's just because SmackDown really focuses on the tag division with the Wyatt storyline and DIY and Street
Street
Profits
profits.
and yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but why can't they just do one tag title? Like just the tag team champions.
I think they're leading up to something. There's something happening. There's something bubbling. Because if you really yesterday, it really hit me. It really hit me with the New Day, Xavier Woods, right? They've been in mourning for the last since they lost their titles, right? And I thought it was they were in mourning because they lost the titles, but they've been in mourning because the division sucks. And Woods made that he made that clear last night.
Mhm.
He's like, "What's going on around here?"
Yeah.
He's like, AJ Styles over here mopping.
Yeah.
You know, we need. He says we need a change. We need something to happen, and then that's when we seen. Was it Americano? Was that who it was?
El Grande
No,
Miracle.
it wasn't. It was Grayson Waller.
Oh, yeah, and he said, "I'm a free agent."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, another tag team that broke up.
Yeah.
Right. A-Town Down is no longer a thing.
Well, also,
And
I feel like they never use those guys. Those are
they
both
were squash guys.
they were both yeah, but they're both great. And it
I
just
agree.
seems like, meh, they just kinda let them go by the wayside, but go ahead.
I agree. But I also think that the New Day, they didn't turn heel for just that moment for nothing. Right? It almost feels like they didn't work out and so they're trying to go back to being face.
Mhm.
Is the turn that I'm seeing. But if that does happen, because the New Day are they a great tag team?
Yeah.
But how can they get back on good graces and be interesting again, right?
Mhm.
How do they make that happen? And I think there is something that's bubbling to where they do put light on the tag division again. Because to be honest with you, like I don't know if we see a big spark like we did with the Usos when the Usos had the titles and they were going through their run, or even like back in the day when in the Attitude Era when we had Edge and Christian, the Hardy Boys, Dudley Boys, we had big tag the Brothers of Destruction. You know, we had tag teams that not necessarily made sense, but they gave us good matches. X Pac and Kane,
Mhm.
you know, Rocco Sacco connection. Um, Even Ray and Batista,
Yeah.
like there was weird matchups, but they gave us interesting matches and interesting stories that ended up being interesting singles matches as well.
Right.
So so I think this is kind of that turn. They say history repeats itself. I think history is repeating itself, and something is going to turn, and we will have another great men's tag team division, hopefully.
Speaking of is that smoke behind you, or what is that? Is that like just a what is that?
That would be so sick if you just hear dung. Dung, and then Taker just comes back.
What is
No,
that
it's an
though?
instant. It's
Oh,
an
an
instant.
incense. Okay, well, you've
Yeah,
never had that back there before. I started to get a little worried.
oh, no. I mean, be worried if, it just goes up in flames.
Yeah.
That's when you need to worry. Because there is carpet here because our own basement. He has a finished basement.
Okay.
So, yeah, be worried if you see flames,
All
and then
right. All right. Is it
I'll
patchouli?
dart.
Patchouli,
Uh,
sandalwood? What are you burning over there?
oh, that is a dragon's blood from the
Ooh.
finest from Woodbury,
Ooh, okay.
or Wildberry is what it's called. Yeah.
I always wondered, when I was younger, like, oh man, my dad likes sandalwood and patchouli. Like, why does that always smell like that when I come over here? And then, as you get older, you understand what incense covers up. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yo, there's a big debate in my house.
Oh,
There's a big debate.
let's hear it.
You know, my wife, she is Caucasian. She is of German descent.
She's white, as we say.
Oh, white. And And me, I'm half black, right?
Mhm.
And I grew up with my black father. And in the black household, incense were burned.
Mhm.
It wasn't anything other than incense. I mean, he might do like some spray aerosol stuff sometimes, like that's in the bathroom.
Yeah.
But throughout the house, it's incense. Anytime I went over to some of my white friends, it was potpourri. Back
Oh.
in the 80s and 90s, did you guys ever do the potpourri in the little dish
Yeah, my mom
with
had
the
potpourri and like it was like a bowl kinda. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
dried up flowers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Potpourri was the biggest scam.
It really was. Now that you think it's just because it was probably just sprayed with something, and then you,
Yeah.
like, warmed it up and yeah. Oh, yeah. And then, like, my mom went to candles, and then,
Did she ever do the oils?
like, the kind that you plug in. Plug
Yeah.
it in, plug it in. Yeah, I hate it because those mess with my throat, oddly enough. I got weird allergies.
Pause.
I got weird
Hey,
allergies.
yo.
Hey, relax, okay? Relax over there. Anyways, I mean, that's where we're at because wrestling was just, bleh. Um, where do you wanna go next, Ray?
I mean, the most interesting thing that I've seen in breaking kayfabe,
Oh,
a
ooh,
little bit,
ooh.
the internets are saying is that we're in a Cody Rhodes heel turn phase right now with him putting John Cena through a table on Friday. Are we seeing the turn of Cena to face and Cody to heel? Are we gonna see in SummerSlam? Are we gonna see Cody put on the Rolex or whatever it was that Rocky gave him
Mm.
2 years ago?
Are we
Was it two
finally
years?
getting the return of The Rock? Is that what you're getting at?
That that's what I'm kind of leading to. Is like we've
Huh.
seen Cena turn. It's Cena to me. Cena really hasn't been living up to what what I would assume the final boss would want because he's only showing up. He's not really dominating. He's not like there. For me, I'm thinking if you're a representation of the final boss, if you're the final boss's champion, because that was the whole thing, right? You're
Mhm.
not only holding that belt, but you're my champion.
Yeah.
I don't feel like what Cena has been doing has been the people's the Rock's champion. Like for me, I'm thinking the Rock. If I'm the Rock's champion, I'm showing up in Ferraris. I
Mhm.
am boasting about what I have. I am being a shot caller. I'm being more involved in the locker room as far
Yeah.
as calling the shots. We're not seeing that with Cena. We're seeing Cena getting put through tables. We're seeing Cena all of a sudden paying attention to somebody to the likes of R-Truth.
Mhm.
Like Rocky would never. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm I'm over here thinking the more I see these speculations of a Cody Rhodes heel turn, the more I'm like, Cody Rhodes is around. He does talk to the locker room more. Is Cody Rhodes about to turn and really take Rocky up on his offer now? A double cross.
He very well could. I feel like Cody's always flirted with like the heel side of things. Like you think about the KO match where he damn near killed him, you know.
Yeah.
Randy kind of talking shit about Randy, low key, even though he still says it's his mentor, but oh, he can still go. He probably has a few more years left, whatever. I'm coming back to get my shit, even if I have to step over all your favorites. But I don't. I think Cody could be a very good heel, but also if he goes heel on SmackDown, it's Randy is his competition. Jacob later. Like, what do we have for him? That would be,
5-2.
yeah, that's what I
Well,
mean. Yeah,
5-2's already tied up. Yeah.
yeah. So he's just, we can get to that too, but he's just in the whole. I guess they're not even calling him the Bloodline anymore, right? What are they calling it?
Mm-mm.
MTF,
Yeah, the
MFT,
my family tree.
MFT. Yeah. So I wouldn't be opposed to Cody going heel, but I mean, all of the juice is on Raw, right? Like the big time players are all on Raw. And sure, Cody can go back and forth, but I don't know, man. I still feel like he is such a over baby face that turning him heel, maybe it is the perfect time to do it, but also if he turns heel, then who's your number one baby? Like, I know we're getting to Roman being back into that babyface status, but also Roman's one of those guys that has always kind of floated back and forth since he really got over. Which leads me to my thought. I was watching, so I'm watching Raw, and I'm just thinking about when Roman won the Rumble. I don't remember the year exactly, and he was getting booed out of the building when The Rock put his arm up because nobody, these fickle wrestling fans, and I'm a wrestling fan too, but they just hated him. They hated that he was being pushed. And now all it is OTC, OTC, OTC. I don't know, man.
Acknowledge your tribal chief.
Yeah. And I'm glad they're saying OTC and they're not chanting TC1. Like, I'm glad I brought that up last week. I'm like, are they going to chant TC1 now? No, keep it to OTC. I will say this.
They did hit your favorite chant though.
Oh, I know.
Roman Reigns.
I will say this about Roman though. They went off the air and a lot of people captured it. His yeeting looked a little off. He looked like the dad
Michael Cole?
like the Michael Cole, not quite, but close, like the old dad or the grandpa that's like out there doing what like the kids are trying to do, right? It looks so weird, but I'm bouncing all over here.
Can I pause you for just a second?
Go ahead.
Because you're talking about the tribal chief and how much he is still over, right? He's the crowd, no matter what, they're acknowledging the tribal chief. He says Houston, and they erupt.
Yep.
Now, here's the thing. Roman has made it clear. He's exiting. Roman is going to be leaving here soon. Is that forever? I don't know. But it's going to be leaving for the next person to come up, which is Braun Breaker, right? That's the next guy. Seth Rollins, right? Like these are the going to be the big faces of the WWE. Cody Rhodes. But here's the thing. Can you get these guys over when you still have the A1 superstar through the whole company showing up and still taking the fans away from Braun Breaker? Braun Breaker comes out. Dogs are barking. Braun Breaker gets on the mic and they're telling him to shut up. They're saying OTC. Is that what you want for your next superstar?
I think it'll only elevate Breaker because they're going to have matches, right? The tag match will be coming up at SummerSlam. They'll eventually get their own one-on-one. And Breaker shines in I can't think of a match that Breaker had where I wasn't like, damn, he looked crazy in that match, So I think it only helps him. I mean, that shows the trust that WWE has in him and him for the future, that they're putting him face to face right across from Roman. He could have grabbed that mic and totally bombed it, but he did a pretty solid job last night. So I like the little seeds that Roman was planting as well, but also Paul Heyman planted him when he said, "Hey, you want to come back and lead this team?" And it was like, what? I didn't expect that at all. But then, then Roman says to Breaker, he'll stab you in the back just like he did me. So they're planting those seeds where it's like, ooh, where is this going to go? Not necessarily last night. Outside of that small moment, was that segment interesting to me? But I'm interested to see how this plays out, especially because they had to have a backup plan because Seth seems going to be out for a little while. I saw a video of him on crutches, and his little girl was walking by him. They were just like walking down the street. I think Becky had posted that or something, but
so did he already have surgery?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's on the recovery now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing that I read was 4 to 6 months, breaking kayfabe. But I love what they did with Heyman. I think this might have been last week when, who was it? Jackie maybe had asked him, about Rollins, and he's like, "We don't know. It's too soon." And he has until next June to cash this in. So it doesn't matter. I was listening to a podcast, a wrestling podcast. I want to say it was Masked Man. And they were like, man, like in kayfabe, is that like the most amazing thing to have? Like, you have the briefcase and you could just go home and chill because no matter what, you're guaranteed a match.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a perfect like vacation.
Mhm.
Like you got, I don't want to say job security, but you got title security,
Yeah.
man. You come back.
Yep.
And most likely the person that's gonna hold that will probably be Cody Rhodes or maybe even Braun Breaker or Roman Reigns. So it's like the person that's gonna be holding it is gonna be somebody that's gonna have a name. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah, or he goes after Punk if Punk wins this. He's not. But
Punk's not winning it.
yeah, he better not. I'm excited for that
I
match.
want him to.
That's gonna be I think that's gonna be a great match outside of my fandom for Gunther. I mean, Gunther being able to put on a good match with Goldberg, but then get into the ring with Punk, it's gonna be nice.
I think it's good pace for both athletes. I think they're gonna have good because I think Gunther is very, very slow, very,
Mhm.
very
Methodical.
strategic.
Mhm.
Yeah. In the way that he chops guys down and the way that he wrestles. And Punk is very similar.
Mhm.
I'm trying to see what a go to sleep looks like on Gunther, though. That's gonna be nuts.
It's a big,
Like,
yeah,
how you get your knee up there?
yeah, for real, for real. I can't wait for that match. Again, going back to the WWE fans chanting "You tapped out," like it seems like that's come and gone, but that's what they were.
No,
Well, that's what they were chanting last night, and it's like, yeah, but then he also got the title back. He made Goldberg tap out. Like, what are we doing?
he tapped out.
He did. Everyone
They're
taps
just
out at
speaking
some point.
facts.
At some point in their lives, everyone taps out. I'm sure Punk's tapped out a few times. I'm sure John Cena tapped. I'm sure people have tapped. Okay. Shut the
But
fuck up.
Gunther, he got tapped out by his own move
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
somebody that they say is overrated.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyways, I wanted to get that off my chest because it was bugging me. That match is going to be fire, though. That match is going to be fire. Go ahead.
Sami Zayn is back already. I did not expect Sammy to come back so soon.
You know who Sammy is? And I
Who?
thought about this as I was watching Raw this morning, thinking like, God, didn't he? I thought he was dead. He's Kenny from South Park.
He's Spike Dudley.
He dies every week and then comes back to life. God damn it! You killed Kenny, you bastards. He gets killed every week, and it's like, oh yeah, he's gonna be gone for a minute. Nope, there he is, taped ribs, limping, one leg. It's like this poor guy, and he sells it so well. It almost makes it feel like dude is really hurt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But hey, shout out
And
to friend of the show, Cross. Killer Cross. That's our guy.
salute.
Gang, gang. Right?
Hit him with that pipe.
Yeah.
Yo, and then he got hit. I don't know if it was the turnbuckle, if it was Sammy's boot, but he got hit in the nose and was bleeding.
Mm-hmm. Rubbed it
And
on
then
his face.
Scarlett had to
after he
be
won.
and Scarlett. She had to make out in the blood. It was
Yeah.
like, whoa, I'm glad you guys are married.
Yeah. Yeah.
Little freaks.
Where do you think that goes with Cross and Sammy? Do we just keep going? Is there a SummerSlam match for the end of it, or what is it? What are we doing here?
For Cross, I would hope so. But
Yeah,
I
me too.
also am for Cross, yes. For Sammy, it's like it doesn't do nothing for Sammy. I don't think people still love Sammy. People are gonna love Sammy. Now it's like, and right now the people love Cross, but
And they're
I
chanting
think
Cross's
for
name while Sammy's getting his ass whooped.
bingo.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I've been watching some old SummerSlams to get hyped up
Yeah.
for SummerSlam. And JBL and Batista had a match, right? And I think this might have been 2008, maybe 2008, 2009. And there's a moment where Batista is throwing up a Batista bomb, right? And he lands this thing, and it's bad. Man, he puts JBL through the damn canvas, right?
Uh-huh.
And there's a moment where the crowd says, one more, right? One more time. And I tell the wife, I said, do you think the person like JBL in this situation is thinking to himself, shut the fuck up?
For real.
He just killed me. Not one
Probably.
more time. No.
Yeah.
Stop. And
No
then he
doubt.
proceeds, Batista proceeds to do it one more time. But no, not through the canvas. Let me do it through the steel stairs.
Oh, God.
Like, jeez.
I don't know how
I feel
some of them
bad for
dudes are
JBL.
still walking. Like, I don't know how the matches JBL had, like, going back to, like, the Acolytes time, even before that, like, were just they're like Sheamus matches now, but every single week. You know what I mean? It's like, how is he walking?
There's moves that you have to sell, that you have to take, right?
Mhm.
Whether if it's Arn Anderson's Spinebuster or JBL's Clothesline from Hell, it's like those devastating moves. I would probably say no to. And the little contract was like, "Yo, let me hit this and let me hit this."
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Nah, not tonight, buddy."
Yeah. Dre's like, "Hit me in the face, I'll fall down, put me in ankle lock, I'll tap out."
I wonder how many times that does happen in professional wrestling where they literally are like, "Nah." Like they literally you're supposed to be over here, but they end up like moving to a different side of the ring or something because they're like they second guess taking
Yeah.
that bump.
I don't know, sometimes it seems like that isn't a big thing. I think the thing that what it seems like, and this could all be a work too, is it seems like wrestlers get pissed when other wrestlers, like their opponents or they're in these matches, just consistently try to just get their own stuff in like the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, like when they I think they were talking about Priest maybe back in the Rumble. I don't remember who it was, but they were pretty pissed off about it.
It was Knight with McIntyre.
Oh, that's right. That's right. LA Knight. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think they would say no to a move, right? Unless they seriously had some type of injury or problem, because that's just the business. I mean, these dudes have been
Mhm.
taking crazy bumps and normal bumps for years. So I don't think so. What's the one move you wouldn't take? Like, absolutely no way in hell I'm not taking that. Let's just say, not even like, yeah, let's say you right now, right? Like, there's one move, doesn't matter the amount of money offered to you, you're not taking that move.
I would probably have to say it probably is probably that spine buster.
Mm.
Arn Anderson's. Like that right there. I know you're just lying on your back, but or maybe even Alabama Slam. Like one of yeah, probably Alabama Slam, like the one Cody did to
Mhm,
KO
mhm.
on the ladder. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I think any like ladder involved type of like I wouldn't be down for that. But if it's just like a basic move, I feel like the one that has a potential to hurt you the most, even though apparently it's super safe and guys never get hurt, but is the Styles Clash. It looks like you just
Oh,
have no protection for yourself. Your
it's all on AJ.
arms are back here, legs up, like it just. I don't know. Like power bomb. Obviously, I learned a lot at the DCW wrestling camp that our kids went to. The Punk, Paper, Wall, Snow Angel. Shout out to Mike, Coach Mike. I still remember that, and so does my son. But so you kind of could brace for that fall, but you could brace for the Styles Clash, but like you can't protect yourself.
Yeah. Or even a Batista bomb. Like just think about like falling backwards, like taking a racer's edge. You don't know
Yeah,
where he's throwing. You don't know how close you are to the turnbuckle.
yeah.
Like you have no idea what's behind you.
I think
So
I think out of the two, Batista Bomb's terrifying because it's quick. Razor's Edge, you're up there, so you get a minute. And also the Razor's Edge, the way that Razor Ramon did it, it's kind of he's not necessarily throwing you far, but he had you up and then kind of lays and drops you. I think that is a much safer finisher. Could be
fall
wrong.
backwards.
Yeah.
Fall backwards right now.
You want me to do it right now?
Not right now, because you're the wall. Y'all want you to go through that wall. But just falling backwards in general is terrifying. And these people,
That's all they do.
they do it every night.
Yeah.
It's nuts, man.
Consistent.
I don't know.
Consistent backwards falls.
Hey, did you have a chance to watch that Slammies at a Slammiversary
Oh,
with TNA? Did you
no, I didn't. I saw clips on Twitter. I saw
okay.
Zilla and Real
Enzo?
One and Enzo.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Enzo again, always just a fucking monster on the microphone. But yeah, that was cool.
Bro, he had me dying when he said, "You see him right there? Don't he remind you of Sid?"
Yeah,
Talk about Sid
he
Vicious.
looked just
He's
like
like, he's like, "Nah, I'm talking about Sid from Toy Story." I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is hilarious!"
Yeah.
And then he just boasts about Zilla, right? He's like, "This dude is the scariest man in the bloodline.
Yeah.
You know his father." He goes on and just the best intro that I've ever heard somebody give Zilla,
Mhm.
because he was literally introducing Zilla to a world that might not know him,
Yeah.
might not know that he's the number one most anticipated indie wrestler, right? Well, he's not even indie no more, but professional wrestler
Yeah.
that's on his way to fulfilling the destiny,
Yeah.
right? Like having it come full circle. And the cool thing about Zilla too, if you're not following him on Instagram, is he's documenting this whole thing. He's showing him when he got out of prison to when he's going to Booker T school
Mhm.
in Houston, Texas, to where he's at with Ring of Honor to DCW or to
Fourth rope.
GCW, now to being a fourth rope champion, to being the face of fourth rope.
Mhm.
And what fourth rope is doing with him, not only him but like even real one, is like they're playing to like we don't need to just take part, like we can literally come and we can take over.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love where it's at right now. And it's really, man, the WWE, TKO, whoever is in charge of this thing, they're so smart, because they're like, okay, AEW's creeping up.
Mhm.
AEW's getting some viewership. They're selling out Wembley Stadium. They're selling out the Cowboy Stadium. They're doing all these big things. They have great talent. They're putting on viral moments. They're creeping up. What do we need to do? All right, let's go partner up with TNA. Let's go and get these guys from Fourth Rope that has the internet on lock,
Mhm.
that has the culture on lock.
Yeah.
Like they're moving in such a smart way, because now we've seen Fourth Rope on TNA. Who's to say Fourth Rope don't end up on NXT?
Yeah. Exactly. That would be the next step, right? Like a real invasion, outside of the what are them dudes called in NXT? Where the lights go black
Oh
or go
yeah,
out.
yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway, I don't know their names. They annoy me so much that I don't even pay attention to them.
But that would be cool though, like a real like try to take over NXT, because right now all the NX or all the TNA major titles are sitting with NXT stars. Why not have, you know, fourth rope come through? Especially, I don't know. Again, Enzo got in some trouble, but Zilla, like, I'd love that. And it seems like sooner or later he'll be up with either Jacob or somebody, somebody up there.
I, I think it has to be Jacob. I
Yeah.
think just to see their come up, they literally I think Jacob started wrestling a little before, because obviously Zilla was locked up, but um they the what you see online as far as like their vlogs and stuff, they're more like brothers than cousins.
Hmm.
And they're like that close cousin that you grew up with, right? That ends up being like your brother.
Yeah.
And it just aesthetically would just look so dope. It would just
And then
aesthetically,
eventually leading to a match between them would be fire.
yes. And that's where this whole thing with the WWE is just, man, there's it's like an infinite universe, right?
Hmm.
It's the into the abyss of what could be. They
Yeah.
can move so many different pieces. Even if and when Roman retires, once you hear, I don't think we'll ever see the tribal chief character be gone. I don't think he'll go back to being big dog or anything like that,
Nah.
or high chief or any. I think he will forever be the tribal chief. And whenever the tribal chief pops up, whether if it's in 5 years, 10 years, regardless, they have the opportunity to move pieces in any different way
Hmm.
with that family and outside of that family.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Jay's son is what? He's a teenager, man. In the next
Who
7
knows?
years, he'll be an adult.
Yeah. It seems like they're going to have a stranglehold on WWE for until, my son's watching wrestling with his son.
You're not lying. You're not lying. And that's why we need Cody Rhodes to hurry up and have a kid, or his daughter to grow up and be involved.
Yeah.
He needs more sons though, and Cody better get on it, man. If he's wrestling has more than one royal family,
Better
not for long.
Yeah. Where else you want to go, Dre? I mean, I'm excited for SummerSlam. I feel like there's still some matches left to be booked, right? I mean, we have
Yeah.
basically one more week this week.
Mhm.
Then we'll have SmackDown, Raw, SmackDown, and SummerSlam. 2 nights, bro. I think they I think they out. What do they say? Outpunted their coverage. Like, hey, let's get 2 nights. We think The Rock's involved, and it's like, why do we need 2 nights of SummerSlam? Give me one just fucking fire PLE SummerSlam. I don't think we need 2 nights, but
I think you have too much talent not to have 2 nights. You look at what the ladies just did. The ladies put on their own PLE, right? And that's not including the men's side of this thing. That's not including Punk, Cena, Cody, Usos. Like that's not including any other top guy.
Yeah.
That was just women. They could literally do that on night 1, and I would be ecstatic. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm happy with 2 nights of SummerSlam. I mean, it's one of the big 4s, right? So
Yeah.
I'm happy with that. Now, if they're like, yo, Backlash is gonna be 2 nights, I don't know. But SummerSlam, let's do it. I mean, you see Mommy come out. Mommy, man, did you see her fire T-shirt for Houston
Mm-hmm.
with the Houston Rockets on
Yeah.
it? I was like, oh,
Seems like they're
man,
doing that
Mommy.
for some of the where were they? Friday San Antonio, and Jacob had a Spurs Jacob Fatu shirt, so that's cool.
Fire. And it's their big stars, right? The future of this organization. It's Jacob Fatu, it's Rhea Ripley, it's Bron. You know what I mean? Like, these are the future of the WWE, and the future is bright, so bright that they need 2 nights. There's too many superstars that just have one thing go on.
Right now we have 9 matches. Do you want me to just go through them real fast?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not making predictions here. So Cena, Cody Rhodes, street fight, which we didn't really touch on, but it just makes it seem like a way for Cena to win because someone can interrupt, someone could beat up Cody, or on the flip side, Cody could go batshit crazy and turn heel. But we'll cover
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
We'll cover it next week,
Okay.
Dre.
Okay.
Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill for the women's championship. Of course, the match that everyone wanted: Randy Orton Jelly Roll against Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Gunther Punk, Naomi, Rhea, Io, Becky, Lyra, Judgment Day, Roxanne, and Raquel against Charlotte and Alexa. By the way, loving Charlotte and Alexa right now. It's fun. It's like in the same vein as The Rock and Mankind, though, neither one, like Alexa Bliss isn't like, Mick Foley by any means, but Solo, Jacob, and then booked last night, Dominic, AJ Styles, which I've loved that too. That's been a fun, it's been so goddamn goofy, but it's been like not goofy to the point where it's like, this is stupid, but like fun goofy. So there's 9 matches, 2 nights. I'm assuming we get at least 1 to 2 more matches. You'd think, right?
Yeah, has to.
Yeah. Because maybe 5 matches a night. Maybe 5 matches a night makes sense. So 1 more match. What do you think that last match is?
Probably something stupid.
Wow. I was going to say Cross Sammy, maybe. That's an option.
Yeah.
Maybe we finally really get a tag team unification, but it's way too early to. We're way too close to just be like, oh, and by the way, we're going to unify the tag belts and at SummerSlam. It's too close for that.
Maybe it's a third and put to rest Rusev and Sheamus.
Mm-hmm.
They've went twice now, and they're 1-1, right? Like Rusev won the first one, Sheamus just won last night.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's that.
Yeah. What do you want to see though? Like, what would be the most interesting thing to you?
Interesting. Oh man, it's hard. It's hard to really even say. I mean, I'd be happy if Cross gets another look on a PLE and actually gets, a win.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Sammy, they put on a banger. So yeah, I'm not disappointed if we get Cross, but I'm also not disappointed if they do go a route of Sheamus and Rusev. I would be disappointed if they end up doing like a triple threat with New Day and Waller and somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that would New Day in general would disappoint me. I wouldn't be excited to see them or yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. No tag match, but yeah, Cross Sammy would be fun. Rusev, Sheamus would be fine. I'm trying to think like what else I'm missing. Um,
Could it be an NXT? You know, could it be a Jordan Grace getting a rematch? Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe. You know, I don't think they. I think it has to be somebody from the main roster, but
yeah, I do too. For SummerSlam, I think for sure. What about the women's US title?
yeah, that's lingering.
Yeah.
Who holds that right now?
Gulia.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Gulia.
Julia Gulia, who is not connecting with anybody and nobody loves.
Mhm.
Sorry, not to be harsh.
We could do a like a ladder match for it. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Just get a couple of ladder battle royale type of, maybe 6 women. Throw Zelina in there, get Lash Legend.
Hey, where are we at with Black and Priest?
Oh yeah, you know what? That's probably what it's going to be. SmackDown, he interrupted the match with Carmelo Hayes, which, by the way, man, Carmelo Hayes, for never having a story, like, he just works. Like, he is such an amazing wrestler that I really hope at some point he gets put into some type of main picture. Like on SmackDown, what would that be? It'd be the US title, right? Like
Yeah.
get him in something, man, because he's just, I don't know. I think he's too good to just you throw him in a match. It's like enhancement talent right now, right? But he's just so far beyond that.
I was literally just having that conversation with Tavian where I was like, it sucks that he's just not getting pushed. And we see this with a lot of athletes where they come over and they just don't, it's not their time, right?
Yeah.
And I just hope that he doesn't waste his best years being that enhancement talent.
And he's also so
Where
believable on the mic. He's so good on the mic too. Like, which usually when the guys come in and they're younger, like the mic stuff is like, ugh, not great. But he's good in ring, good on the mic. He's just smaller. That would be the one detriment to him is his size.
No, I mean, remember when cruiserweight was the division?
Yeah, but
Like,
I would love for the cruiserweight title to come back. They tried that for a little bit and it just didn't work. But I think they have enough guys now where they could. Oh, also, wait, did we not have Penta last night?
no,
For the
Penta
first
was
time
not
in
on TV.
months, it feels like.
Yeah.
So no match for him at SummerSlam. I think they would want to showcase him at SummerSlam.
I mean, last night was weird in general because nobody got an entrance because Roman took 15 minutes to get to the ring.
Ugh. And the it was so close. It wasn't like a long walk, like some of these PLEs. It was right there.
Yeah. I was telling wifey that. I was like, why is it nobody getting the entrance? I was like, we seen Rusev get a little blip.
Yeah.
And then Sheamus got nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? And then Roman comes out. I was like, makes sense now. Wifey was like, they saved it all for Roman.
Yeah.
I was like,
15 minutes of the drums, him walking. Yeah. But yeah, why not Penta? What could they do with Penta? Or are they just going to have him come out and interrupt the
Americano?
No, not Americano. Well,
Breaker?
Yeah, something with Breaker in them, but what's the point of that when it's a tag team match? Or maybe the plan was to have it be Penta, Jay, and also where the fuck is LA Knight? What are we doing? All right, we got a lot of questions unanswered going into SummerSlam.
Yeah, it's true. I was gonna say something about was it? Oh, it was TNA. Have you seen what's been happening with Santana, Mike Santana?
Outside of him not winning the match?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
What?
not winning against Trick. Mike Santana has been on a run right now where it feels like it happened right after NXT. right after he made his NXT debut, and he went in there and he talked to pretty much put everybody on notice that TNA is here.
Yeah.
And then he goes and he has a match with Trick and Joe Hendry,
Mhm.
and Joe Hendry was that guy. But it almost feels like Santana is the face of TNA now.
Yeah.
And it feels like, I mean, he's been doing all these press runs. He's been on podcasts doing interviews. He had a great interview with Ariel Helwani.
Mm.
And the more, I always tell people, like, you don't fall in love with the person's talent. You fall in love with the person,
Mhm.
right? And you get introduced to the person through their talent, right? I got introduced to Santana through his wrestling.
Yeah.
But then listening to him tell his story about addiction, about him being a father, losing his father, the story of his father taking him to the garden, and then him actually wrestling at the garden.
Mm.
It's just like, man, it's really incredible. And I love to see where this guy is at right now. And I know, going back to what I said about TKO and WWE just partnering up in the right way, but I do hope that Mike Santana does get a bigger look on a bigger stage.
Yeah, I think he for sure will. I know you is he Puerto Rican? Is that what he is?
Yeah, Boricua, yep.
You love Puerto Ricans from the Boogie Down Bronx. It's just kind of like your second favorite type of people. But I think he's going to do great. I will say one thing about him. When you look at him, like in NXT, he looks fine. TNA, he looks fine. He is a little bit undersized. So when he does get to the main stage of WWE, I'm interested to see what that looks like on the main roster. But yeah, he's been good. He's been great. He's like in his mid 30s too. So he's, probably got another 10-ish years solid run.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm excited to see what comes of Mike Santana. I do hope that he does get that title from Trick though. Like, it's fine to have NXT people have those titles because we're doing this, cross pollination, but it feels like a TNA guy should have that title at some point.
I agree 100%. And Bully Ray said something to on his podcast, and I was like, man, it's so true. He's like, Joe Hendry was that guy, but Joe Hendry is just a song and a face.
Mm,
He was like, Mike Santana is a wrestler.
yeah.
He was like, Mike Santana is a story. And I was like, damn, that's 100% right. Because for me, I look at Joe Hendry, it's the song, it's the face, it's cool, right?
Mhm.
But outside of that, I can't tell you a background of Joe Hendry. I just gave you a whole background of Mike Santana.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's really, man. I don't know, man. It's really cool to see this guys come up, and even Trick though. Like, I don't want Trick to fall into this whole thing where Carmelo Hayes is at. Like, Trick could go main roster. He has the look. He can wrestle his ass off, and he can work the mic.
Yeah.
But I don't want him to get lost in the shuffle.
Well, maybe move him up, Trick and Mello or a tag team. Let's get that tag team division popping.
Ooh. But they hated each other.
Yeah, well, sometimes the enemies become best of friends. Okay,
That's true.
like you and Sugar Bear or whatever the fuck his name is. You guys will be friends at some point.
We have a rekindle podcast.
And then you kick me out of here.
Jeez. Yeah, man. So cool things are happening in wrestling. We covered for it not being so heavy.
We got a solid 47 minutes out of this thing.
Yeah.
Next week though,
Solid.
SummerSlam preview, which I'm excited for. SummerSlam, the biggest show of the summer, but also like kind of leads you into the feeling like the summer is starting to be over, which I'm fine with because it's hot as shit. And I need that temperature to drop 10 to 15 degrees on average because these 100-degree days constantly are not the business.
I'm ready for rain. I'm ready for fall.
Mhm.
I'm ready for scary movies.
Mhm.
I'm ready for pumpkin spice.
Calm down. But half of those things, I'm like, yeah. Just like straight up, I'm not a big pumpkin spice guy. Pumpkin cookie from time to time in the fall is fine. You're gonna get your Uggs on too. Put your Uggs on. Go get your pumpkin spice latte, huh?
Yeah, asshole. My name is Heather in the month of October. You could just call me Heather or Cece. Yeah. What's your wrestler of the week? Do you got one?
I almost left it vacant, but I mentioned these two, and I'm just going to pick one of them a little bit earlier. I'll go with Charlotte Flair getting the win over Raquel, but also it's a fun tag team with her and Alexa Bliss. It's really cool. It's, we're not friends, but we are friends. I'm going to go with Charlotte Flair this week. It was hard though, because a lot of your top people didn't really wrestle. And to
Yeah.
me, unless it's a groundbreaking change of events, like I need you to wrestle to get wrestler of the week. So I'm going to go with Charlotte Flair.
All right. You mentioned Raquel, and I had a note in my head that Raquel sucked these last 2 shows.
I think
and
no, I'm on the opposite end of that. She got advice, and I saw this on Twitter. That's the only reason I know, from Kevin Nash saying she could be a star. She needs to wrestle bigger. Like she's a tall powerhouse like Nash was. And I noticed she kind of she even said in the little clip I saw, like, if it was anybody else, I may have just said whatever, but Kevin Nash knows what he's talking about and he knows how to make money. So I'm going to do that. And she has been. You can see it just in the way she's moving in the ring, the way she's reacting to getting hit, the way she's hitting. Like, I actually like it. And with little Roxanne, like it's like, here's Raquel, here's Roxanne, like if they were standing. I think it works great. And when Liv comes back, comes back, and we get that story. But I think Raquel's been great. So I'm on the. I totally disagree with you on that.
She missed the kick to Dom's face. Awful. She missed pushing Roxanne Perez for the pin. Awful. She's wrestled way better.
Wow. Okay.
All right. I'm being crucial because I'm the big Raquel Rodriguez fan.
Sure, you love her.
I'm the guy. That's my chick.
Mm-hmm.
So when she's not performing to what I know she can perform at, even with the big changes.
Fair enough.
All right. My wrestler of the week didn't wrestle at all.
Go figure.
He just cooked. Roman Reigns.
Oh my God, you're such a simp.
My man, he cooked. He comes out, took 15 minutes, made a nice stroll. I'm the big dog in this arena.
Uh-huh.
I'm the one that cashes checks. Without me, ain't nobody eating.
Yeah.
And he proved that last night. Went in there, cooked Paul Heyman.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, homeboy, he turned on me. He's going to turn on you. My fam. Oh, man, when he said, God made this, I was like, oh, my goodness. Roman Reigns got a point.
Mm-hmm.
All these factions, all these big groups, they're fabricated. This is family.
Yeah.
The bloodline is God-given.
Mm-hmm.
And I let you come into this.
Mm-hmm. I invited you.
Yeah. And then he says, you know what, homeboy, I didn't hear a word you said. Here, catch.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Knock you out. Bronson Reed, get out of here. And then you guys try to jump me? I told you God made this. Ooh, so. Boom. Cousin come out. Wop, wop, wop. That fuck him up.
Mm-hmm.
Roman Reigns, your tribal chief, is my wrestler of the week that did not wrestle, but he will here soon.
And he was yeeting like this after.
He's old.
Is this how you do it? All right. Yeet. Yeet. Okay. Yeet. All right.
It's insane. Like going back and watching these matches from back in the day, it's really insane to see these superstars now. McIntyre with no facial hair is just scary.
And small. When he was in 3MB, that was not him. That it's like two different people. Which is why I respect him so much. The journey he's been on. Holy shit. But yeah, it is weird going back. And then like when they had Roman with the blue contacts, that was a weird time. Yeah, a lot of
Seth Rollins kind of always been the same.
Close, yeah. He had the little bleach blonde streak, but yeah, outside of that, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think that's it. Follow us on Instagram at Figure4 Podcast. We got our SummerSlam preview next week.
Yay.
So we'll talk more wrestling. We need to get together to get these DCW guys on the schedule too, so we can do some in-persons.
Oh, let's do it.
Now that you're back in town, Mr. International.
Yep. Pitbull. You're Chico.
Yeah. Where you at? You were in the Chino Hills over the weekend? I seen
where wasn't I? Where wasn't I is the question, Dre.
Yeah, so make sure you follow us, Figure4 Podcast on Instagram And man, I didn't even tell you. We didn't even do the whole how's your week going. But I've been going to these gyms, bro. I went to One Hit MMA in Layton, Utah yesterday.
Wow.
And I got some footage. My boy Zach Partridge, he has a fight coming up in St. George. Another fighter, Mark Gonzalez, he has a fight coming up at the Maverick Center on the 16th.
Dang.
And there's this guy named Ammon Garcia. He's fighting on the 16th of August at the Maverick Center as well. And this dude, bro, he's the Braun Breaker of Utah MMA.
Wow.
This dude is and it's training, right? Like, you ain't supposed to go full force, but nope. At One Hit MMA, those guys.
That's why it's called One Hit, huh? Pow! Yeah. It's a wrap.
Yeah, very, very dangerous in there. Damn. But yeah, if you are a mixed martial arts fan and you want to check out some mixed martial artists, make sure you check out fiercefightingchampionship.com.
Yeah.
Is that it, Wonder?
That's it. That is it. We didn't even touch on Solo getting arrested, but we'll let that play out.
Solo! All right, bro. We out. Peace. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Thumbnail real quick.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be simple. Is that a trophy?
Yeah, it's my fantasy basketball championship that I win every year. It just stays here.